Hey, you know something weird with mom lately? Like, I know she's not on good terms with dad, but lately, when just mentioning him makes her, unpleasant. Her scroll during those moments puts yours to shame, right? What bothers me is why she can stand him but seems perfectly fine with me, especially with what I've done. Does she know? She should. Didn't you tell her? I thought you told her. You said you would! I'm seeing another timeline, but definitely not in this one. Hey! I thought you both agreed you wouldn't jack all at that. I am a bit surprised. Never want to go on grocery runs with Fisk and me. Yeah, I came so you could drop me off with Dabs on the way. When I talk with him about stuff. Ah well, and before you say, but I'm a parent, you may talk with me. It's because it's more guy stuff. And before you say, I thought you had Frisk for that. Not even they know where they fall on the spectrum, and you know that. My heavens, Azriel, this is the last thing I was thinking. I was going to ask how long you would stay. You know plenty of guy stuff. Yeah, it's no issue. I'll even drive him back. Stay some trouble and gas. It would be a change of base, huh? Okay, bye. Oh, she's going to your little script. Oh well, it's worth it for some mixed section of your the sunset over the lake with my boy. I'm glad you think so, Dad. You mind if I ask you a personal question? Sure. So you've done some unpleasant things in the past. Sorry, that's quite a bit of sugarcoating there. How do you move on from that? Those little negativity is like a lead weight tied to your heart. If you focus on it too much, it can get heavy enough to crush it. So you try to replace it with positive things. It doesn't have to be anything huge, just small good moments. Today picking up a new hobby, or selling a favorite candy, enjoying a movie, helping a neighbor, or playing weekends with your kids. You focus on the good for long enough, the pain of your gets there a bit. You forget about it a bit longer each time. After a while, so it's not even there. Have you gotten to that point yet? I know it's not what you wanna hear, son, but I don't see myself getting there anytime soon. Why do you ask? I know I don't talk about it at all, but back when I was a flower, I did a number of unpleasant things too. Oh. Hey, if I didn't think I could move on, do you think I'd bother? Even if that vision of inner peace is far away, you have to keep up hope, right? As long as it doesn't drag on like your last vision. Oh no, Thor is rubbing off on you. He didn't mean it like that. No therapy session today? Doctor is scheduled to tomorrow, so tonight it's cocoa, cookies, and Pixar movies. Well, as long as you're in bed by 11. Hey mom, while you're here, can I tell you something? Of course, dear. I am all ears. Awesome. So, I think it'd be a great idea if you try talking out your issues with Dad. That's not an all ears face. I'm sorry. May I ask what warranted that thought? I don't know. When I saw you act towards him, and trust me, words can mess things up bad. It would be better for everyone to just work it out. I mean, don't you think it deserves a bit of slack? It is best I do not answer. Mom, come on! Dad's trying his hardest to move forward, like me, and it seems like you don't want him to. You get as much attention as I do. Hey child, I wish you wouldn't compare your situation with his. It's not like you have taken innocent lives. Except I have, Mom! You have what? I've killed people, Mom. When I was a flower. That flower. When Dad did it, he had a reason. It wasn't justified, but he had one. I didn't. I wasn't all there. I was messed up. I had no reason. It because I could. For kicks and giggles. I struck down almost everyone in the underworld multiple times. I've killed you, and Dad, Alphys, Papyrus, the Paperboy. I also have killed Frisk thousands of times. That's with some generous running down. And that haunts me. That I get soul crushing. I want to escape it. To heal. And I know the chances are small, but I can't give up. But when I see her hanging out with the 12-year-old's dad, then how in Hatland can I think I can get over it? I don't need to hear that I can never be forgiven. There's no hope of me improving, not from you. So for the sake of everyone, you either do something to fix it, or you best start giving me a worse time than you do to Dad. I need a moment. Mom, I need a moment. Huh? Frisk, where do you think you're going at this hour? I thought he was going for a walk and you plan on joining him. He hates being alone. In the dark, he goes on night walks when he feels helpless. Helpless? Did you really mean what he said in the kitchen? Azrael was serious when he said all that. Not your place to say, but he is in a lot of pain due to his past. He has it in common with his dad. Let Toriel know her actions toward Asgore hurt Azrael because of that. Again, it's not really your place to say. You just want to be there for your brother. Promise to be back before curfew. Just a sec. Oh, howdy, Toriel. What are you up so late into that? Have you been crying? What's wrong? I need your help. What did Azrael tell you regarding his time as the flower? Not much. He hardly mentions it at all, and I don't want to force him if he's uncomfortable. I've only gotten hints that he's done stuff he's really not happy about. He told me he has murdered in the past, it seems. He was quite vocal about it. Oh no. Toriel, I understand the things you do and harbor against me, but please, don't give that boy more grief than he already has. How dare you think I would actually do that too? You do. Oh heavens, it is worse than I have feared. I have been letting my emotions get the better of me. It is for that reason I seek your help. One thing I can always trust is your infallible memory. Really? Well sure, I can definitely help with that. Could you recount the day we lost Azrael and Kira? Oh gosh, one day I'd rather not remember as clear as day. I know, but not once have we really sat down and talked about it. And I feel the hazy needles are only amplifying problems here and now. Please. It was a Thursday. Spring. Kira was ill and bedridden for days. You that reported with a weird laugh insisted on coming by anyway to record the tour of the house. The laugh I remember. Don't you worry, Your Highness. We can always get about in editing. That's part of the decor. Kids, were you entertained? Azrael, I noticed the kids' room was empty. Kira was too weak to move, so I got worried. And your husband grew this, along with every plant in and around the home. It is a passion of his. I didn't expect someone in a white fur coat to have a green thumb. Okay, that was admittedly clever. Here's the barrier. Nothing very intricate, except for this flowers or color. Oh, there's my loving husband over there. Tori. Asgore? They're both gone. It was as though I also was starting to shudder. Around just howling all the way to the ritual. But Asgore, you did not cry. Hardly spoke. You seemed to have shut down completely. What was going on inside your head during all that? Only questions. So many questions. How did this happen? What could I have done to prevent this? Why them? Why now? What can be done now? Where is the hope? Your Majesty. Your Majesty? King Asgore? Well, huh? Hello. The guys came back from sweeping when you found evidence that your kids were to the surface. Bullets. From human weapons. They were shot, I fear. I wasn't expecting answers to those questions. So when I got them, my mouth was before my mind could. Citizens. Today marks a heavy loss for our family. Our children, Azrael and Kara, were found dead this afternoon. Those two symbolize hope of our future. Hope that me and Master could live united. That humans were capable of love and compassion. But it's clear that's not the case. You might think we lost that hope. That once again, humans have taken everything from us. But my people, this is false. They've taken our hope for peace, but not our hope for freedom. It's obvious now that our destiny is not coexistence. We're taking back what was once ours. I swear to you, monsters of the underground will find themselves there to break the barrier, by force if I have to. We'll create the wrongs and effects for eons. Our future is like crimson, with the blood spilled by any human who dares cross us again. Be it man, be it woman, or child. Up to that point, you were so full of habit and sorrow. Well, as soon as I said that sentence, the only emotional request was already discussed. I could only imagine. What on earth are you thinking, declaring war like that? I wasn't thinking. I acted on impulse. You know how well those decisions turn out. The entire persisted capable without checking if it still had its mother? Oh, in my defense, that guy never mentioned it was a restoration project. Hey, or the time you gave me one of those pie shirts, thinking it was a kitten's face? Oh gosh, that! Huh. And that's not to mention every time you hit the coupons from me so I wouldn't go crazy at the market.
Oh heavens, absolutely.
Oh, doesn't justify anything though. We know it doesn't. When in the right mode, I need someone to stop me from doing something incredibly stupid.
I suppose neither of us were in the right mind.
It's no excuse for what I did. The whole ordeal is my fault.
It's no excuse for me either then. Not when I could have stopped you.
Beg pardon?
I should have stopped you. Should have done something to calm you down instead of run off. Was so distraught, making sure no child would ever hear the roars of fury I had heard. I did not think of the weight of sorrow that surely came after. I did not want to be part of any plot for murder. I did not want that blood on my hands. Not that my efforts to prevent them amount to anything. 6 human souls harvested, but a sentimental God could not keep them in the ruins.
Toriel.
With every life lost, of course, I had to take it out on you. I dared to hurt you. I wanted to hurt you. I had to be sure you were pained with the same guilt I had losing those children. If I had known I was holding my son as well, I would have... Perhaps I would have realized earlier how much of a prideful fool I had become.
Tor.
I am a fool to hold on against you so incessively. You are grieving and trying to keep hope from dying, hope of better times ahead. You continue to do that for Azrael. You have been giving him motivation to keep going. Here I am, letting my parents convince him otherwise. Because I cannot let go of the past, I am denying him a future. I do not want to ruin that boy's hopes and dreams.
Toriel.
I've been a deterrent to the both of you. I must come off as irredeemable.
Please stop. Trust me when I say beating yourself up won't help for beans. I don't want you to do that. Just want you to let me be there for our son. I want to help. Is there anything in the world? I want to see him happy. I know you want that too. So, you and I, we're gonna make that happen. No matter what. Step by step, but we will. He does at least that from a couple of saddle monsters, right?
Right.
The important thing is that you made your situation clear. So yes, you both share an issue of clinging to the past. Nobody is perfect after all. You're trying your best to overcome. Who's to say you wouldn't, huh? If you say so. See you next week.
Yeah.
Mom! It's within fireballing range!
Ha, my child. I must apologize. I've not been the most exemplary parent, but I feel that things have been hurting you severely. I failed you for that. I will not make that same mistake again. That being said, I must make this very, very clear. Regardless of what you did in the past, no matter how unpleasant, you are our son. Nothing will ever change that. Should you ever feel down, remember,
you're never alone.